It's dark down there.
I mean, it's one of those sounds that just makes every hair on your body stand straight up, goosebumps all over your body. The sound of an elk calf being killed. Grizzly bears are super inefficient killers. They usually eat something while it's still alive. And the noise I'm hearing is indicating that this elk calf is being crushed, eaten alive, and screaming for its life.
Hey, there. Back up a little.
The first thing I see is blood. Red. Then the shadow next to that red turns into a grizzly bear.
Thunderstorm. Grizzly with prey. Maybe 20 yards at the bottom of this hill.
There wasn't another chapter after that. Darkness closed the book.
And the last thing I want to do is be right here when it gets dark.
In the darkness, it's all speculation. What are the grizzly bears doing? And if I'm gonna understand that side of this animal that I love very much, I have to go into the darkness with them. Even if you ask any grizzly bear expert what grizzly bears are doing at night, no one really knows. What are these animals doing? Are they killing things? Are they mating? Are they fighting? Or maybe they're doing something we've never seen before. There's a whole world out there that's unseen. A whole grizzly world.
Just be quiet.
There's good reason why people haven't filmed grizzly bears at night. A person has to have a certain amount of boldness to go out there and face these beasts in the darkness. And this is the only place I would dare try. I've spent 10 years tracking grizzlies here. I call him Black Bart. He's this big black male grizzly. I've had some pretty close calls.
That's about as close as you want a grizzly bear to get.
Being out here in the daylight is one thing. Grizzlies at night, impossible. Until now. This is one of the camera traps that I'm gonna set up. It's a place I've come every year for a very long time to see grizzly bears. And I've tracked and filmed grizzlies here a lot. I've set up camera traps a lot. This time, I'm gonna do something that no one's ever done before. Check this out. A thermal monocular. This will read the body heat of bears, elk, moose, whatever walks in the night. Will allow me to see what I could never see before. Grizzlies at night. Camera traps, they're my scouts. Once I've confirmed that I've got bears here, then I'll come up with a game plan for tracking them after dark.
It's walking down the meadow here. And right here in front of me, two grizzlies, probably a mating pair. That looks like Black Bart and Susie. She must be an estrus. That's great because females and estrus like that will attract a lot more bears here. Black Bart just got up. He was just lounging there watching Susie doing all the work out there eating. Then he got up, went over to that post, started rubbing his back.
This is really a classic encounter for me. I see grizzlies like this year after year after year.
As long as this wind is just so perfect. You know, sitting out here, I am essentially invisible to a bear as long as they can't smell me and as long as I'm not moving around. But I am completely off the radar. Look at this.
Bears are moving up the hill closer to me. You know, most people would be pretty worried, but you know, the wind's in my favor, blowing to the side. They can't smell me. Done it 1,000 times. What could go wrong?
It's about to get real. I'm right between two bears over here and this guy just smoking down the hill. And he can't see me. I'm holding still. He can't smell me. The wind's blowing this way. And I don't know what to do. You know, it's like one of those situations. I know I'm in a bad situation, but... Okay. Yeah, the wind's not gonna go in my favor. I gotta... He can't smell me. My bear spray won't work. I gotta start moving. Gotta start moving here. Okay. That bear recognized my movement. He realized I was a person. And that was just enough for him to disappear.
If I wouldn't have moved, he would have kept coming. He'd have come right through me.
These guys, look at them, they're still digging. They never saw me move. Okay, so he smelled me. Finally, they got around. The wind got right in their face. Now I was on the grizzly radar. He took off. It just shows when it comes to a grizzly bear, you're pretty much invisible until you get that scent, and then that's it. They're out of here. I don't know. Being out here in the dark, knowing there's a lot of bears out here. It's gonna be pretty interesting for sure.
Filming grizzly bears at night, there is a ton of unknowns. What really will happen when I go out there? And there's no substitute for experience. And right now, I have none. But one of my greatest teachers might just offer me a crash course. I've learned a lot of valuable lessons from Brutus that I've implemented out in the field with wild grizzlies. Brutus took to the ice like a polar bear. He showed me he could swim just like an Alaskan brown bear. Now, it's the secret life of grizzlies at night that Brutus can teach me. But first, I need to know how they travel. And that means I need plenty of room. This is gonna be perfect. As a grizzly bear moves across the landscape, whether it's looking for prey items, food sources, or rub trees, it's determining where it's going by its nose. That's how they navigate the night, right here. To put that theory to test, I've come up with a little obstacle course. And at the finish, there's a prize for Brutus, a goalpost covered in bear scent. This obstacle course is supposed to replicate what a grizzly bear will face as it moves across the landscape, day or night. Low limb, underneath, deadfall, logs, you gotta get over them. Then you're moving quickly, you're going up on the ridge. And then finally, touchdown, rubbing tree. Gotta leave your mark. And that's what you hope Brutus is gonna do. Now, Brutus, I gotta turn the lights off. You gotta use your nose. Let's see if you can find that rub tree, that scent post. Let's see if you can make a touchdown, dude. Now, a grizzly bear has got one of the best noses in the entire planet when it comes to animals. So, in theory, he shouldn't even hesitate. But this is why we're doing this experiment, because there's only one way to find out. It's time to turn the lights out. Grizzly Stadium, University of Montana. Ladies and gentlemen, 900 pounds, 8 feet tall, starting linebacker. Number 00, Brutus the Bear. This is the first right here, Brutus in the dark. You know, I'm used to watching his body language, and now the danger factor's kind of gone through the roof because I can't see what he's up to. He's using his nose. I put some ammonia on here that replicates the smell that a bear leaves behind when it leaves their scent. He can smell the rub tree, the goalpost. And he is locked in. He's found the target. A grizzly bear has a sense of smell 7 times stronger than a bloodhound. A bloodhound can smell where a human has walked 2 days prior. It's amazing. There he goes. Yes! Through the forest, up the ridge, off, touchdown to the goalpost. He did it. He's navigating with his nose, doesn't miss a step. Really proves to me that a bear has no disadvantage at night. What do you think of that? Yeah, get it. Yeah. Takedown. Pretty good end zone dance if you ask me. Now I get it. Wild bears rely on their best sense, that sense of smell at night. But as for me, I'll be walking around blind.
And right now, I'm like on high alert, you know, listening. It's even using my nose, because I can't really see that well.
Hey, kids, you copy?
Yeah, go ahead. Watch your back here, we got something coming. He's coming quick.
Day or night, I don't feel comfortable having a grizzly bear that close to me. I mean, there's this bubble that I like to maintain. Once they break that bubble, it's seconds of reaction time.
Now I can't stop looking over my shoulder.
If I was in that situation in the darkness, there's a lot of other things that could have gone wrong. Instead of been focused on the bears in front of me, I wouldn't have turned and looked behind me. If I did, it might have been too late. What I need is a wingman to watch my butt. And there's only one person I know that's crazy or brave enough to volunteer, and that's Tyler Jonerson. Tyler and I have gone face to face with mountain lions, honoring mountain lions. We don't want to do stuff someone else has already done.
It's unreal. We're filming this lion in its bed.
There's nothing that fuels Tyler and I more than people saying, you can't do that. That's what they say about this grizzly night project. It's like, you're gonna go out there at grizzlies at night, you're not gonna see anything. And if you do, you're probably gonna get killed. Bring it on.
So this photo was taken from would be my lookout.
Exactly. Hopefully it'll be your view. They love to go from the digging grounds to the calving grounds. Over here, eating roots and rodents, and then go over here and have an elk calf for dessert.
And I'm gonna lose you in here, looks like.
There's a lot of little spots, but this is the best option that we have. The mission we're going on is dangerous. The more and more I look at it, it's really kind of like a special forces mission. We're going out at night, encountering very dangerous things. We've got all this high-tech gear. It's complicated. And if we don't make sure that everything is in order, we could die.
Usually it's in the evening, the sun's going down. I'm going down the mountain. Tonight's different, things have flopped around. Sun's going down, I'm going up the mountain.
This is by far the best lookout in the whole country. There's elk calving in the area, and immediately we pick up bears, immediately.
So we've got the recipe. Big herd, elk cows ready to calve, hungry bears over there, and the most important part of that ingredient, a good view.
Tyler's got to be able to focus and watch my back. But that means nobody's gonna be watching his back. So we come up with this plan. We're gonna put an electric fence, something that we put around our camps all the time. We're gonna put it around him.
Oh, shit. We might want to watch where we put these in.
How many strands are you thinking? You want to be able to...
Enough.
About as legitimate as a battery as it gets, so...
All right, going hot.
Is it working?
Oh, yes. It's working. Well, and I always try to set up a camp where I think the bears will not be traveling. And this is the opposite.
Yeah, I'm here to tell you, buddy, you just put your camp right in the middle of a grizzly highway.
You're already out there in the middle of the night in grizzly bear country. What isn't a grizzly bear highway? And Casey, at that point, says, I want to show you something.
You know, right over in those trees is where I watched that bear kill that elk calf, right about this time of night. Right where those trees are. That's where it went down. I mean, it was unmistakable.
Got him.
Sound, yeah, it's just the sound of an elk calf fight for its life.
I realize the only way I'm gonna prove to Tyler that this stuff, this thermal technology really works is to let him test it himself.
That bear was down in the shadows, almost invisible. I want you to play that bear. I want to see if my gear will make you visible.
I mean, you know more than get down into that timber, and it's so dog hair thick in there. It's already dark.
The one thing that's creepy about this is like almost exactly like that night. This is working good, man.
See me good?
It's amazing. Like, if I look down there right now, I can pretty much just see your hat. But when I look at this camera, I can see every inch of you.
We are now like two kids at the candy store. We got this cool technology, and we got this whole world ahead of us, this whole world of darkness that now we can see it.
I can see it clear as a bell here.
Some communication with radios, a grid system. We'll be moving out here in this landscape in complete darkness, not using our nose like the bear, but maybe the next best thing. I know a grizzly bear is a predator. It's got these giant canines in its mouth, designed to kill and eat other animals. And I've almost watched it one time with an elk calf. And that focused me on the fact that maybe bears are being predators at night. What happens next rocks my world.
It says one person was killed and 2 others injured in a bear attack at a campground east of Cook City and north of Yellowstone National Park.
I was sound asleep, and in a split second before the attack, something caused me to wake up.
It's super rare. It's like being struck by lightning. That night, lightning struck 3 times.
It was very quiet. It never made any noise. I felt like he was hunting me.
Deb's story strikes a nerve. A grizzly attack victim who was hunted. It's not possible. Or is it?
This is the first time you've been back to the scene.
Yeah, definitely.
The sun goes down and you decide to retire to your tent. So take me from there. Tell me how this went.
I think I was hitting the pillow pretty hard. I was sound asleep. And then sometime around 2 in the morning, I got this deep sense that something was terribly wrong. I had rolled over on this side. It's kind of like swimming from underwater, coming up out of your dream or whatever it is, because you're not sure if it's a dream state or not, but something was really wrong. The bear was on my arm and ripped me up out of the tent a little bit. I could hear the teeth grinding on my bones, and I could feel that pressure, and it was an extremely strong pressure that was getting stronger and stronger like a vice. I started to yell, I'm being attacked by a bear. It's a bear. It's a bear. I thought I was dead. I hadn't given up, but at that point, I realized that that might have been my last breath. And I thought about my family.
At that point, you were your prey. And, you know, and you very easily could have not walked out of here.
Then I could hear the people next door start to make a move for their car. The car door slammed. The bear let go of me.
Well, thank you for sharing, and I've learned a lot just in what you've told me so far. But I think there's a lot more I can learn, and it'd be awesome if you could help me.
Deb's perspective can teach me a lot, but only if she lets go of that fear. And I have this plan. I want her to get up close and personal to a grizzly again, but this time I want it to be very positive. And the only way I can make that happen is with Brutus.
So the sun's going down, and you actually have more experience with grizzly bears at night than I do. So tonight, if you'd be willing to do this, I'd like to experience my first grizzly bear at night with you.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, neat.
You'll do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
It's pitch black. Time to go thermal.
And when you look out here and try to find Brutus, you'll see a heat signature.
Wow, look at that.
And it was just completely dark over
And
there.
it's just like seeing him in the daylight.
Gradually, I could see those walls breaking down, those walls of fear that she had from that night so Butte.
You can see him smelling.
Yeah, look at that.
His ears all pricked forward. I've noticed.
He's using all of his senses.
I know a lot of people that think bears don't do anything at night. And, you know, you just watch Brutus here and he's just super active.
It's real apparent that Brutus is excited. He's playing, full of energy, running around, pushing on trees, rolling over on his back.
You know, he's getting like hyper, getting a lot of
Yeah.
energy. You can see he's starting to run around, be a little more
Notice the big
destructive.
difference from earlier. Now, can you imagine going into Yellowstone Park in the dark like that out there?
I can do more than imagine. I have a mission of many nights to come doing exactly that.
I think you better be overly cautious come dark, because of all the experiences with any grizzly I've had, dusk and dawn, they definitely start to act different. You know, they're a lot more bold, a lot more curious as to if you're something to eat or not.
We're feeling pretty good. We've got all our tools in place.
Check, check.
Loud and clear.
We got a pretty solid game plan.
I'm gonna rock. I'm gonna get up there to the snow line as fast as I can while it's still light.
A lot of unknowns. Be careful.
Oh, no. You too. Watch your back. Hold mine.
I set off into the night, leaving Tyler on top of the satellite peak. It's amazing how vulnerable you feel. You know, Tyler's got a radio and he's got some equipment up on the hill, but in the end, the only person that's gonna save your butt when you're out there in the dark is you.
The sun's going down. The moon's coming up. It's time to spend the night with the grizzlies. Here we go.
As darkness sets in completely on us, the weather comes in, and it comes in fury. We're getting, like, pounded. Hey, Poppy.
And the weather is really proving that there are some massive flaws in our plan.
Super tough to hear you with all this rain. Gonna have to just ride it out. You're on your own.
The storm's blowing in. There's no way Tyler can see me right now.
Might as well utilize this opportunity to see what's going on out here in this camera trap.
Something keeps, look at this. Bear came right in there. Sniffed it in the dark.
away. Our bear was right here walking by this camera. That's crazy.
I'm powering back up right now. It's breaking enough. I think I can get this thing working.
So I let Tyler know a bear just walked by the camera trap.
You know, I can only see its butt. It looks like a big butt.
That's wild. Here's Casey. But I don't see the bear right now. Oh, yeah. Hey, you got a copy?
Copy.
I think I just picked up the bear there. It just came out of the low end of that cut.
10-4, making a move. Watch my back.
It's creepy to be out in the dark. I mean, every little crack up of a branch or things that you're hearing, you're just on guard. Tyler's sitting up there on top of his little hill, air traffic control, telling me I'm moving too slow.
Just seems like you guys haven't moved an inch.
You know, one of the things I picked you for was patience. I'm out here in the dark, and there's grizzly bears, like, right where I'm at, and right below me, and everything goes about, like, 10 times slower. So, just take a deep breath. He doesn't like when I talk to him like that. I love you, Tyler.
Hey, Casey, copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a couple heat signatures across the creek.
I think I see what you're looking at, but it's pretty far. I'm gonna try to close the gap.
Or just be quiet.
Hey, did you pick them up yet? One of these heat signatures is definitely putting a run on the other one.
There we go. Chase, stomp, kick.
Wow. That really looks like a bear running in there.
All we see are these white blobs moving around in a very strange way. One thing is for sure, there's something going on. There's aggression. There's this heightened level of activity. And I'm going to it.
This is getting intense. Be on your toes. Watch all positions here, because this is definitely super dangerous.
Copy that. I got your eyes.
It's like walking into a beehive that's already been kicked 4 times. I am gonna drop my radio here because I want to be able to watch. Yeah, definitely. That looks like a bear now. It's going in for the calf. It's gotta be the calf right there. Mama's down low. But if that bear is moving in right now, get ready.
Now, all my instincts are telling me that it's a moose with a baby or an elk with a baby and a bear relentlessly trying to come in and eating the baby. And Mama's saying, you're not gonna eat my baby today. Take these hooves to the head. I'm chasing you away. That's what it looks like it's going on. But there's just a little bit of doubt because I don't know for sure. I can't tell. They're just heat signatures. And that doubt is driving me crazy. When a grizzly bear is looking for an elk calf, it'll grit out and try to use its nose to try to find that calf back and forth, zigzagging through the sagebrush. Second option is if they get close enough, that calf will flush. But when a calf bolts in the darkness, how does a grizzly react? It's time to find out. Now, I know Brutus can navigate through the dark. I know he can use his nose through the dark, but will he be a predator at night? So to simulate that calf in motion, I'm gonna use a remote-controlled car in the darkness and see if that will provoke Brutus to chase. I'm ready to go lights out.
Let the games begin.
My little El Calf RC car flushes. Brutus locks in like a predator and just goes after it.
Fast, like a fast move like that right there.
He's actually running faster in the dark than I've ever seen him run before.
If I've ever seen a predator before, Brutus is being one right now in the dark.
So this is a light bulb going off. I've never seen Brutus exert so much energy, pretty agile, pretty fast. I think a little elk calf, I think Brutus would have nailed it.
About to go out of sight.
Hey, Casey.
Our possible bear has been
Bumped out of there, ran right down through the creek bottom there, coming right towards you.
Watch your back here, we got something coming. He's coming quick.
Hey, we just lost the camera here. I have no image whatsoever. Just stand by.
Really don't need your image right now. Don't need your image, I got this.
It's a standoff. It's time to draw your guns.
You guys can get your bear sprays ready.
Okay, you there?
I MacGyvered it and fixed it with a zip tie.
Hold, Tyler, just hold on.
Do you copy?
Do you copy?
Yes, I copy.
I'm turning the radio off. I cannot communicate right now. I gotta pay attention to this, whatever it is coming at me here. It's kind of wheeling out of here. Every indication that was a bear and it was coming fast. And now it's turned. Seems like it's moving away. Let's get out of here.
By the end of the night, we have used all of our energy. We're fried, we're frustrated. But then again, we are a little bit motivated.
Good news is there's definitely something going on out here at night. Now I just gotta refigure how we're gonna be able to see exactly what's going on.
So I make a call to a friend. It's time to take this mission to another level. Bring in the cavalry.
Casey, how are you?
I'm good.
Tyler, how are you?
I mean, what were little blobs that we couldn't identify on the hill, now we'll be able to see single hairs on their back. Grizzly bears, you can run, but you're not gonna hide. The sun's going down, it's about game time, and we're scanning around and we spot 2 heat signatures.
Right next, look at that. Just have it. Go a little bit more. Can you zoom in more?
That's a newborn calf right there.
Look at how little that guy is. He can't even walk. That has to be brand new.
Yeah, how old is that, would you say?
Under 24 hours, I bet.
Wow, that's part of the reason why the grizzlies are here.
Cow elk with a little tiny calf. That's grizzly bait.
This calf was brand spanking new. And for a grizzly bear, that's exactly what they're looking for.
The calf can barely walk. I mean, that thing's locked down in that tiny area right there.
So now this is half the battle because I know where this calf is. You guys can keep an eye on that. I could get out there.
I can see this elk calf where it went down. Everything's good. I'm feeling motivated. I'm ready to get out there. This is gonna be great. I open the door, step outside.
How's the view out there?
It's dark. It hasn't got any warmer or any less dangerous out here.
We'll be your eyes.
Now I essentially am gonna do what a bear's doing, looking for elk calves in complete darkness. Calf is little. They hold still, they don't move. They're hidden away by design. So this is gonna be a real test.
Hey, Tyler, I'm pretty close to the water here, but I'm not seeing anything.
It is just barely on the other bank, laying flat as a pancake on the ground.
It's right here. He's making little noises. He must be calling to his mom.
Meow. Meow. Mom, where are you? I'm hungry. Bear hears that. He's gonna hone in on that. Hey, little elk calf. Shh. This little elk calf, he's essentially ringing a dinner bell. Problem is, the dinner is him.
Hang on a sec, I got an image on camera too here. I can't tell what it is, but it's definitely moving through the sage and
Where's he at from here?
right in front of you, like 30 degrees to your right, 100 yards up the hill. It's just stood up. It's a grizz for sure, Casey.
Which way should I go and see?
It's gonna come out on that open face across from the creek.
The bear's not coming towards the elk calf. He's kind of going the other direction, but
Okay, yeah, down here I don't have a very good view, so I'll get up higher. Keep watching it.
Yeah, he's just got his head down and motoring.
The night before, when Tyler said, I got a bear, I would say, are you sure? And he would say, well, kinda. Tonight, he could say, I got a bear. It looks like a big male. It's moving in this direction. There's no doubt. I'm on its heels. I'm following that guy.
He's going right into that willow cut at the bottom of the calving grounds. Follow me?
He's definitely going on a mission somewhere.
Bear on a mission. Bear that's hunting. Bear that's looking for a girlfriend. Bear that's going somewhere. It's just motivated. I'm motivated. Tyler's motivated. Everything's perfect. Except the bear's going to a place that's going to be out of Tyler's view. Not a good situation for me.
Right here. What's this? Here.
The bear starts to slip away, and then
Hey, stand by. We got a Barry's signature out there. Yeah, we got a bear here.
I copy. Do you copy?
Yeah, Roy and I just picked up a bear. It's definitely grubbing away. It's in a bunch of those folds out there. Right now, it's definitely feeding on something.
Yeah, okay, I think I got him right here. It's pretty much the only heat signature out there in that sage. I just can barely see the top of his back.
I mean, it's full on chewing. I think he's tearing some flesh out here.
this bear could be on an elk calf. This is our moment.
Yeah, this bear's done eating. It's on the move.
Yeah, I got him. He is, unfortunately coming right this direction.
And when the bear breaks from that feeding session, it's coming straight towards Casey.
He's coming right at me. He's coming right at me.
You got him?
My instincts are saying, hold still, just hold your ground, hold your ground. The last time it bumped into something sitting in the sagebrush, it ate it.
I'm holding tight. I'm not gonna retreat.
So I just lock it down, let it just play out. And then that bear just walks by.
still and let things just walk by. That was a little too close for comfort, but that was pretty awesome.
It didn't seem like that bear was hunting me. Didn't seem that it even knew I was there. I gotta follow.
Heading into the ponds there, right where that first bear went.
Okay, gotcha.
We just gotta wrap around like this. He's going in that gully right there. We gotta get up on top. So if I get up on top, I can look down, see where that bear's going.
Casey, I got another bear. So we have 3 bears, Casey. Confirmed 3 different bears. I'm looking at 2 of them right now. Same shot. Walking straight beeline. Same exact spot as the other bear.
Okay, come on, come on.
Casey, we're losing you. No, it's not. Casey, you copy? We're losing you completely.
Hey, it's gone.
You're completely out of sight. Is there any way we can track him from here?
No, not until he comes back up on the other side of the ridge.
As I get close, I do not want to be talking too much. I do not want to blow this.
You know, there's an element of all this technology that kind of gives you a sense of taming the wild. Now that I'm going out of sight of Roy and Tyler, I'm off the leash.
Let's just go, come on. We gotta get up. I just heard something running through the brush. Down here.
Then I get to that spot, bam, right there. Drop down. Bear. And then all of a sudden, everything just starts coming alive.
This is great. 3 bears. 3 grizzly bears, they look like. Yeah, look at these guys are just... I've never seen bears moving around like this.
I can see one of these big males is hunkered down on a carcass of some sort, right on the edge of the beaver pond. And the other bears are just, they want a piece of that carcass too. So now it's just a game of who's the bigger bear.
He just totally just smoked the other bear off the top of the carcass. They're gonna fight here.
I have watched big male grizzly bears my entire life, and I've never seen them with so much energy and action. These boys are playing, and they're playing hard tonight. The nighttime is their time. They're being social, they're interacting, they're fighting, they're hunting, they're doing all kinds of things at this heightened level.
Can't see him anymore. Back up. Back up.
The only way to make this night better is to come out of it alive.
I got him. Here he comes.
Casey, we got you.
Okay, I'm headed your way. It's pretty amazing.
Everything I've learned has revealed something I never thought possible. A grizzly might be better suited for the night than for the day. This is where they shine. It was right here all along. We just couldn't see it. Now, it's the dawn of something new. So one thing's for sure, this won't be my last night with the Grizzlies.